What we have here is a 2008 MB Sports B52 V23 wake boat. This boat is a 23-foot direct drive, well, direct V-drive, sorry, V-drive, direct drive with a 5.7 liter fuel injected engine. This boat is bad to the bone. We're 4,000 pounds of pump in and out ballast, and this is a wakeboarder or wake surfer's dream boat right here. And at a price that is actually affordable, because these are like well over $100,000 new. So you have an opportunity to own one of these that runs good. We had this boat out many times this summer, maybe or maybe not. We were using it for wakeboarding. I don't know. Actually, I was, yes, and it works. It runs awesome. Pretty much everything in it's working 100%. There's like a couple little things, but for 2008, this thing has got it. Condition-wise, it's probably a 7 out of 10. So there's a couple things we'll show you as we walk around here, because, you know, no boat's ever perfect. So we want to show you anything that it has on it that we want to make sure that you're aware of, and we'll go from there. First off, starting out, you know the trailer on this is the brakes work on it, and the trailer here is so easy to load. It's got little rollers on the back. You can pull in on it. It's got guides all around that are removable if you wanted to, but it's got guides all around it, so you can put this on the trailer really easily. Very easy. It does have a swing away tongue on here, but you only save about 24 inches, so I guess if space is tight, you got it. But otherwise, no need to mess with that. But easy boat to throw on the trailer and off the trailer. It guides itself. The large tower, of course, for towing the wakeboard, getting it up high. We've got pop-out cleats on here, so those pop out, go smooth, so your ropes don't catch on them and things while you're trying to use the boat. This boat runs out about 50 miles an hour, 49. It bounces between 49 and 51 depending on the weight load and things. Runs out about 50 miles an hour, and it cooks. And the hydrodynamics on this boat are phenomenal. It will run out 100% full speed, 50 miles an hour, and white cap hard chops, and you barely feel it. It's one of the best riding hulls that I've ever seen for that. Plus it spans, it's 23, it spans the gaps really good, but it just punches through the wakes, so it rides phenomenal that way. You can see that you could use a good buff job on it. There's a little bit of oxidation here and there in it on the hull itself, so you could always use, there's some here, you could use a good buff job, wet sand on it as well. Trailer, we've towed it plenty. It tows awesome. I don't know what the tow weight is on it, but we tow it with an old Tundra, which has a 5,000 pound capacity, and it tows it like really easy. So it tows excellent with most vehicles. For a 23-foot boat, that's pretty epic. Let's go around the back here. Fuel fill right here. Turn that. Fuel fill goes right there. We've got tow hooks right here, and it's got the ratcheting tie down, so to release them, push that and you can release them, and then you pull that, tie it out. There's your drains for the ballast, but they also drain from the boat. We just like to empty them when you go to the lake. The prop on this is brand new, pretty much. It's in perfect shape, so the prop on it is excellent. Here's our exhaust here and the main plug there. Fiberglass deck here. This can come off here with a couple of pins, but you've got a fiberglass deck. It's got a few chips here and there in there. You've got a few chips on the hull here, like little tiny ones there. Stuff like that. The boat has been used. Don't think it's like never been used. It's got some use on it. Go around the side here. You can see on this, if you look really close, there's no flex in this at all, but you can see some little fiberglass splattering right here underneath here, and I'm assuming that's because this got pulled on really hard or something at one point, but when I pull on it, it doesn't flex. So I mean, it's heavy duty, but you can tell something pulled on that cleat pretty hard to make that fiberglass do that. These right here are solid milled aluminum. So those are 100%, they're not just a little thin little sticker, they bolt through the hole and back nut. on there, and they're solid aluminum over a 1/4 inch thick, just for the logo. That's a crazy logo on there. Here's where the, this is where the ballast, when it's full, it starts shooting out here. That's the breather hole for the ballast there. We've got another cleat up front here. This is the bilge pump. The bilge pump pumps out right here, so that's where it spits the water from the bilge pump. Pretty straightforward here. You can tell it's been beached a lot. If you look underneath, you can see there's scrapes underneath from beaching it. Okay, let's go up on top and let's go inside here. Check out the upholstery. You know, I was thinking on this with this color combination on this boat with the red and the black. And if you just, I mean, it's all usable right now. I mean, you could take this to the lake and you could wake it or go play with this immediately right now. It's ready for the water. The maintenance is all done on it. It's got all new fluids in it, oil and transmission fluid, and the fluid for the hydraulic, or for the V drive. There you go. It's all done. A lot of space inside the boat for lots of people. I believe the capacity on the thing is 12 people on the tag, wherever it was. But you've got some cracking on the upholstery and stuff here. It's a little bit worn. The reality of it is, have it redone. It's easy to do. All of the cushions on this boat just unbolt and come out. So if you just wanted to have somebody redo that, it would be a pretty minimal, I believe a pretty minimal thing. These are forever boats. They're built so good. All of the wake boats, your Malibus, your Nautiques, your Mastercrafts, your MBs here, there's a lot of those brands, and they build these boats phenomenally well. So the bones of this boat are super strong, and the engine layout and everything. The engine actually sits in reverse, so it's not like a normal boat that we're used to here at the boat shop at Breen Marine. It's actually reversed and stuff. It's got a new water pump in it. We did that when we brought it into the shop. So we did everything that we could to get it on the water, ready to use it. And so that's there. Storage under the seats. Got a big storage compartment up front here. Each seat has some. Got a little storage there. It's probably got stuff in it. Little storage area, and a duct here because that's your hand warmer, because it's got a vent right there. So that's vented. And then if you look here, I'm gonna lift up the top here. That's up with this button here. And that'll get you access into the back of the hole. So you can work on that. So you say we got that 5.7 liter. This is a fuel injected engine. So it's very easy, a super easy engine to do anything with. These all come out if you needed to service it. So once these are all out, you can basically lay alongside the motor to get to anything on the motor. So it's actually, these types of motors are very, very easy to work on service-wise. If you need to pull it out, you can pull them out. This thing will stand up straight if you pull that bolt. And then there's lots of room in the sides here and that all around. So we've got that. Pretty cool. These flip up too if you want to just access the side storage areas without lifting the whole top up. But that makes it easy to service when you don't have to prop anything. You just push the button and it goes up and it goes down. There you go. First off, the ballast fill here. So this is if you do reserve tanks. It's wired for it, but it doesn't have the bladder tanks in it. It's got the tanks in the hull. So in the bottom of the boat here on each side, there's saddle tanks, and you got the left and the right one. That's to fill it, that's to empty it. And so you can kick those up and put a lot of weight in the boat, a lot of extra weight in the boat. One thing that's really nice about these boats is they are extremely smooth shifting. So when you put this into gear, you don't hear a clunk like a normal boat does. It basically, because it's hydraulically driven transmission, it goes right into gear so smooth that you don't have any clunk, and then it's just completely smooth power taking off, accelerating. It jumps on plane quick, lots of power in this with that 5.7 liter. And then you've got a gauge here for your ballast tanks that show you how full your ballast tanks are. But you'll also know when your tanks are full because the tanks will actually start spraying water out the fill. You've got your speed over here, and that speed is adjustable. There's a little knob here, you can tune that and set that a little bit better. On here, there's one of them doesn't work. The volts don't work. That one's stuck there at that place. It is charging like normal. The alternator works. It's got 2 batteries in the boat too, but that does not work on this one. But your temperature works, your oil pressure works, and your fuel gauge works on here. Now the best part about this boat is this perfect pass system. These are so nice. So if you're used to the old inboard outboards, this is a whole new game, because you just put the throttle into gear like that, put it down into gear. You have this set for whatever setting you're on. If you're surfing, there's one, and there's one for wakeboarding. And then you can do whatever you want, turn it off for tubing. But that'll set the speed, it's cruise control for the boat. So instead of sitting there fighting the boat, trying to keep it at just the perfect speed for your rider, you just put it down, you program it, and then you've got it, you're done. You don't have to deal with that anymore. You also have a great big mirror right here to view your rider back there, so you can adjust that and you can see. The seat on here has the bolster, so you're not trying to sit up high, or you're not sitting on the back of the seat or that. It has a bolster to get you up higher. Then when you really want to rip and go fast and get down, you can just set down in the seat a little bit lower. So there you go, that's your control. We've got the stereo here. I'll turn the key on. We got 4 speakers, one there, and then 2 in the front.
More cheese. You can even get them guacked up too. Del Taco's new stuffed quesadilla tacos are cheese-tastic. Del, yeah. Price and participation may vary. Taco doodle doo. It's breakfast.
Good bass. Sounds pretty good for 4 speakers. Sounds really good. Okay, pretty straight up for the rest of the boat. I mean, there's not a lot else going on. Oh, there is a heater. That switch there blows out on your feet, so if you're the driver, it's really warm. But it does have a heater, and there's a duct right there, and then somewhere else there's ducts go all over the place. But gets you warmed up a little bit, makes it a little bit more comfortable when you're wet out of the water, dry off there. Tilt wheel on the steering wheel, so you can tip that up and down on there. So got all your goodies there. But pretty straightforward. A little bit extra lights around here, a few lights inside, a couple accent lights on the outside. You got your navigation lights. Good tow pole right here. It does come with a little bimini top on it. I don't know the condition of it though. We just took it out and we didn't use it, didn't put it in there, so we just took that out. But all in all, she could use some little bit of cleanup, a little bit of elbow grease, but you do that, man, like I said, you got a great boat for a really good price. So if that's the case, come on down, and we're in Florence, Oregon, right on the coast of Breen Marine. We can get you all the information if you hit us up on commenting on the video here. And then we'll also have it posted some other locations, other places as it's still available. We'll put it on here on the video and stuff. But we want to sell it and get it going, so you can use it for the rest of the year. If you want to put it away in the winter time, or work on it a little bit in the winter time, make it like new. It's definitely worth doing that with that engine package and everything running so solid. It runs excellent. All of that, then it's worth putting the effort into this hull. Because it's a lifetime boat. It's built so well. I mean, I work on boats all the time. I play in boats all the time. I know, I get my share of interactions with them. This boat's built exceptionally well. It's such good construction on it. Rock solid hull. So you've got that going for you. Plus, it just likes to slice, and that motor it runs awesome. So bigger boat, but it's so easy to run and control. Really simple boat to run. There you go.
Okay, we're out here testing the MB boat that's going to be for sale. This is the water test. You can see it running. I'll open the hatch. Check out in there. here. You have your gauges. Speedometer also has the digital gauge with the cruise control for your boat. So you can set it. It's at 20 miles an hour. And I'm gonna hit it. And it will automatically stay at 20 miles an hour. Full throttle, everything. Turn it off. You can set the speed to what you'd like or presets. You have your ballast tank fills over here. Right down there. Your stereo. You got your navigation lights, your heater, which is right there and down here. You got your blower, your bilge, your horn doesn't work. Okay, and yeah, good, runs good, and play around. See, you can see how it rides in the water.